Hope that everyone is doing okay. So while we're waiting, let's shuffle the cards. Hi, Chabs. Nice to see you too. Cherry Chubs. Oh, she's Jill. What happened? What happened with the name? Is this another account? Sure. Please do click the like button. It's been a while, right? Yes, sure. Please use or follow the instructions. Happy Thanksgiving, Sharon. What's happening? I just went for a few weeks, went out for a few weeks. Is there a new update on YouTube? Because it felt like your names are different here. Will you and Flip ever gonna be a couple again? This is for you, Maria. Kindly click the like button for me, Maria. The ace of clubs, the nine of diamonds, and the five of diamonds. Uh, Romantic. Well, you didn't say romantic, but are you gonna be a couple again? This is a yes. C's chill. David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. David's feelings, thoughts, and energy towards you. Yan, blessed, treasured island. Very consistent with the approach of wanting to be near you or wanting to see you. Um, but the action says otherwise. It's not that your person doesn't want to really see you. I feel like there's a bit of latency with the action. The thought is approaching real fast here. Like I truly wanted to see you. There's some eagerness, but the body seems like a bit lazy of doing it. Probably your person is waiting for something. The Queen of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Is this you a little worried if David still wants you? I think that you shared the same energy with him. Your person also thinks the same. The Ten of Pentacles, the Moon card, the Seven of Wands. I can see here there's a communication that's about to happen very, very soon. And I feel like this is just a simple greetings. Like it's either Happy New Year There's something in here that should happen yesterday. I don't know what's the event. It could be, yeah, I feel like this is more of a Thanksgiving. We don't have it here. So uh the energy is sort of like missing you, wanting to approach, but the action is really is very slow. The energy here is would love to have a connection with you, whether this is a communication wise. Bottom line is I don't want to lose that red string between us. So this is the energy of David for you. Uh what's next between David and you? What is next between David and you? What is next between David and you? What is next? What's going to happen between David and Caesar Chow? Obstacles and challenges, and it seems like it never ending, but victory and success, awareness. I think I opened my mouth a little early when I said it's a never ending. Um, the heaviness of not being together, I feel like it will be a little wider. It's not going to wipe out. It's still there, but it's a little lighter. What's going to happen in here is somewhat someone's wish. It could be that red string that I am speaking earlier. It's going to have a reconnection. It won't get cut off. Um, like a security that we're not going to throw the connection away. So an initiation of communication, it's not going to be fluid because it seems like there's hindrances. Um, I feel like the blockage in here is each other's partner kind of wanting to do it secretly. Uh, the Eight of Rods, the Queen of Coins, the Knight of Rods. Everything is going to happen online. Everything is going to happen in distance. Whether this is online communication, whether this is an energetic connection, it seems like the energy is not going to really end. The Ten of Rods. The hardship is the distance with the Two of Swords, the World card. So I am seeing a lighter, energetic connection between you and David by next year, early next year. The communication line between you and him is going to start. It's not going to be fluid. There's still some challenges, but at least somehow the communication is going to happen, like between you and your person. This is not just about energetic, this is more of messages. That's what about to happen. I'm not seeing like in literal form. It could be voice, a bit of seeing each other, so it could be FaceTime, what have you, but very short but at least it's a step for the connection not to be dissolved. So it's almost as if the connection is already there, it's just reactivated. Sort of, you catch the drift. So that is Sharon. Lamonte is acting funny. You don't know what's the problem. So let's check why Lamonte is acting funny. Why it seems like there's kind of like a strange. And yeah, I can feel it now. Hold up. What's happening with Lamonte? The Five of Wands. The Magician. The Nine of Wands. Is Lamonte. I think Lamonte wanting to start a disagreement for some reason. It could be a fight, misunderstanding. I'm sort of like creating it intentional. Well, of course, when you're creating it, it's intentional. The Queen of Wands, the Moon card. I think that Lamonte is kind of testing you because the Moon card and the Two of Cups in here. Are you still the same person who's to him? Um, a little too harsh when it comes to communication, especially when you get mad. It's either I want to see that, I want that to resurface, or am I testing? Have you already changed? But this is what Lamonte's doing as of the moment. Yes, I know. My apologies. I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying to have a time like um a schedule. I am trying. My apologies on that. So, sees Chell, will David going to apologize to you next year? I think that this is in connection with your in connection with your question earlier. The Nine of Hearts, the King of Spades, the Five of Hearts. I'm seeing a yes. Just notice a name guess. They did, yeah. I think it's more of a name. I got confused with the name. How am I? Um, I went on a spiritual journey. For those of you who follows me on Instagram, I went to the place where I always used to go, doing my practice, meeting other practitioners there, sharing moments together. It's fun, exhausting, insightful. I love it. I truly, I think there's really a part of me wanting to be there, wanting to live there. So who knows? I'm actually looking for a place there. We might going to change a venue again. So for how many years now? I think that's what artists actually needs to have a new place, new inspiration, new kind of everything. I think that you're seeing the progress, the changes since then. For those of you who know me, I mean, starting the channel, the focus is just on the table, and it was on our ancestral house. Then I went somewhere. Um, I went on a condo unit, and this is my our new house. I'm about to change location again. It's a plan. Who knows? But I truly wanted to be there. Like my soul is being summoned by that place for some reason. Um, all right, let's see here. Where were we? All right. Thank you so much. Sharon, what to expect to happen in December? What to expect? What to expect this December? The Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups, Four of Pentacles. What to happen in December? I think that there will be a surprise for you, Sharon. Either meeting a new person or discovering some new attitude with this current person. It felt like something is also hidden from you that seems like will going to surface this December. King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Expect expect to choose someone. I think that there's a new person approaching and an old person about to show an aggressive, in a good way, an aggressive attitude. Aggressive when it comes to the relationship, like I truly wanted to be with you. Um, it's kind of like a surprise knowing this person for a little while. This person's kind of like lazy, but there is an offer now. While someone is um also showing interest in you. Hmm, that's what you have to expect. Maria, one question per free. All right. So I already answered yours. DMV Healer, is Sean going to try and pursue a dating relationship with you? Is Sean going to pursue because you're trying to do things differently and not sleeping with him right away? So trying to preserve. Well, that makes sense if you're trying um not to have this, you don't want to give the impression that you're easy, right? That he have access for sexual matters easily. That is understandable. The Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, ooh, and the Eight of Cups. Is Sean going to pursue a dating relationship with you? Here's the thing. The card is showing Sean is going to look for options. Even that Sean wants you. There's a certain energy here of wanting you. Not romantically, but definitely wants you. And I feel like since you're not giving him what he wants, Sean is about to look for other options. Um, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So be it, because it seems like Sean is never meant to be with you to begin with. Um, Reserve the dignity, give it to the right person, because at the end of the day, whether you give it or not to Sean, um, I'm seeing that he is not the right person for you. So might as well preserve it, right? The Sky Bride. Free question should be answerable by yes or no. Yeah, me. I don't know what's with this. It's kind of new to me. The name with the combination of the numbers. Uh, it felt like a totally different world. I'm not used to. What's coming in love in the upcoming weeks? What's coming in love for you in the upcoming weeks? What is coming in love for the upcoming weeks? The Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Moon card. I want to clarify the Moon card. The King of Cups, the World card. So there are coldness in the past. You're kind of questioning if this is going to still continue this December. Um, I think that you're observing this person. If this person truly wanted to be with you, if this person do really have a plan for the connection, um, I think something's going to show up in here. It could also be a date. It could also a combination of a date and an expression of can we move this connection into another level of commitment? I want by next year that we are a little closer, we are a little intense, and this is what I wanted. So this is going to be expressed by that person. Um, I think that what's in the horizon in the upcoming weeks is a clearance that the person is serious and wanting to really pursue the connection. I think that you've waited long enough with the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. In the next couple of weeks, I am seeing also intimacy, not just making love, but this is also energetic. You will feel the warmth, of course, the body warmth, maybe, and also the consistencies of actions. So something to look forward to, Yami. Congratulations. Sharon, you shared an event on Facebook for single mom. So you're gonna be giving them a gift from you. You're going to ask for Amazon gift. Will people gonna buy from the list? Will people going to buy from the list? The Chariot, the Two of Coins, the Sun. Please make sure that the items are needed, not just in demand. Needed in a way for single mom. It's not just because, kind of practical for single moms. Um, Not just because this is on trend. Think of something that's gonna be useful long term. Um, the Ace of Rods, the Page of Rods. I love the Page of Rods showed up because it signifies something that you can look up to online. The Eight of Rods. Huh. Eight of Rods. Let's clarify that with the Moon card and the Ten of Blades. You may want to recheck the items, review it. Some of it, I feel like there's something needs to be revision. It could be a combination of the gifts if you're trying to kind of mix and match them. Um, if not, try to recheck the practicality. Remember, your target market is moms, so it should be useful, that will benefit the what, the comfort, what else, the efficiency, especially for the working moms, that would help instead of other merchandises or items on the list. Although, um, because the list that you kind of like having or planning to post or already posted, they're not all working. So you may want to recheck on them. Thank you. I guess you should forget about Tim. Let's see. Should you? Should you forget about Tim? Should you forget about Tim? Should you forget about Tim? Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Judgment. It's hard if you're trying to do it, but your heart is not ready for it. Why? The thing here is your opponent here will be yourself as well. You will be forever be haunted by the thought of what if. So ask yourself first, can you do it? Are you going to long for that energy once you do it? Because cutting off a person that somewhat your heart is, um, let's say, familiar, beating, beating with, uh, it's gonna be hard. Should you? I think that you should what? I think that it's giving you headache, mental health issues. You should. Actually, the card says keep him, but keeping the person is mental health is gonna get worse. So prioritize your mental health. Card is saying otherwise, logically, as a person, telling you to move forward. So I know it's not helping because somewhat it's contradicting. One last. Sharon, you should cut him off. Even though that your heart wants to keep him, there's actually a lot of space that will be removed from your system. It kind of like deleting, cleaning the system. You're gonna see a lot of space being consumed by the energy. Why does Lamonte want to fight? So you're not fighting with him. What is his intention? You told him before he hurts your feeling. So why is Lamonte intentionally wanted to fight? Sharon, rest and rejuvenate. For some reason, I don't know what's happening. It seems like your person is overwhelmed with your energy. Either seeing that you're controlling or you're consuming a lot of time. King of Wands, it should be said, right? But your person with the Nine of Swords stressing about having a conversation with you about that with the Judgment, so your person kind of think of other ways, um an indirect way of wanting to say it to you, wanting to let wanting to wanting that message to come across. The Seven of Wands, the Emperor, the Five of Wands. So this is him, instead of saying it to you directly, with the Seven of Wands, trying to strategically trigger you so that you're gonna have a fight. I think that this is more of wanting a little freedom or wanting freedom. It could be for, well, I think that this is temporary because with the Five of Wands in here clarified with the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil card. I think that this person intentionally also doing it for the sake of he wanted you to see that you're working on the connection. I think that this person also sees that you're a little complacent with the relationship, so I'm not saying that you're also gonna have peace with Lamonte because he wants a constant action. Mm. His intention. So that is, I think that your person's intention is wanting to see the consistencies. If Lamonte sees a little complacency or you're resting, it seems like no, I have to see that you are proving yourself to me. Uh sees Chell. Why does David want to apologize to you? Why does David wants to apologize to you? Why does David wants to apologize? Why does David wants to apologize? Exchanging the gifts, a change in the wind and yin. I don't know what's with David as of the moment, but David seems to feel. I think that David's heart, he's wearing he's wearing it in his on his sleeves. Kind of he's into his feelings. Um, there's something that David kind of like missing when you were together. It's either the caress, how you take care of him, the Fool card, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Hierophant is a person who apologizes without thinking that he is less of a person. So this David's walls are shattered right now. I think that this is him regretting that that baby should be his. So he already are certain with the idea that you are already pregnant. There's actually a lot. How many is this? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna get it. The Five of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So I think that there's an energy here, a banter of energy, kind of like a tug of war. Who's who's to blame? I think that David to take that David wants to take accountability for what happened to your relationship. Um, the Death card, the Hermit, the Ten of Wands. It's really hard to me as a reader. It's and knowing your connection with David for quite a long time, it's hard to really either accept, understand, I'm not doubting, but it's hard for me to understand why he came up into a solution or a realization that he needs to take accountability. Well, I'm seeing growth in David's way of thinking. The Empress, the Ten of Swords, the King of Pentacles. I think that there's an energy in here wanting to own the child. He may have the really the perception or probably wishing. But be mindful that this wish is somewhat a bit of a an evil eye because kind of crossing his fingers wanting to you and your current to be separated so that he can fit in, he can enter and owning the child. So yeah, that's the energy. What do you need to know right now, Miss Glove? It's a totally different names that I am seeing. So familiar yet so different. What do you need to know right now, Miss Glove? What do you need to know right now, Miss Glove? What do you? I miss you too. Uh, what do you need to know right now? What do you need to know right now? The Chariot, the Seven of Rods, the Seven of Swords. Oh wow! I think that someone here is also intent. Someone here is intentionally wanting to sneak up on you, kind of wanting to tell a lie and cover it with perfume, sort of. So I don't like this idea of um I can get away with this because it seems like I am going to do this, checking the rules and seeing a loophole on it. I think that you have a conversation with someone and you need to be really certain because I feel like someone is planning bad on you. Um, yeah, the Nine of Rods, the Hermit, and the King of Blades. If this is really a conversation with someone or it could be an agreement, you must be very certain. Re reassure that you're not going to take the mishaps, lightly. Um, I think that this is the time wherein you can have an agreement with someone diplomatic way, but with a fan, you know, um, firm yet polite. So talk to this person seriously. I think that this person's not taking your word for it. Hmm. General reading for December. General reading for December, Miss Chloe. General reading for December. General reading for December, Miss Chloe. General reading. The Hangman. The seven of swords is showing up in your energy lately. This is the deck that I used earlier. This is a different one. Still the seven of swords in here, the two of clubs. Imagine it has 78 cards. This one has 78 cards. The seven of swords kind of needs to be focused on. The ace of swords, the king of cups, the hierophant. Well, how are you going to I think that this is also in connection with your first question. This is very planned. This is a wise I'm seeing it as keen because prior he do or prior this person do their actions, this person also has a backup plan if in case that I'm gonna be busted. I know that this alibi is going to what one thing's for sure, you're going to this December, you're going to find it out. But I feel like this is well planned, almost as if I feel like this is, if I can put this into words, I feel like this is a mafia kind of what moves, because of if things comes to worst, I'm going to make sure that I can get away with this. General, for this December, you're about to discover something, and it's quite unpleasant. What will happen work wise with your funds, Sharon? What will happen work wise with your funds? What will happen work wise with your funds? What will happen work wise with your funds? What will happen with your funds work wise? The five of coins, the three of rods, the hierophant. Um, the energy kind of gives me for an energy. Yeah, the energy kind of gives me for you to keep your funds kind of like hold it real tight. Um, with the five of swords, it's going to be decreasing. It's decreasing. Um, it seems like the money kind of slips away without you knowing it. The Wheel of Fortune, the Moon card, and the Nine of Elixir. I think that there's, I think that that money that slipped away already happened in the past. There's something here about the losses of a huge amount because of a certain circumstance. Um, I think that you are also thinking, how am I going to gather, gather it, you know, put it in my savings again. Uh, it's kind of like a surprise with work wise. Your work is going to help you gather with more than what you spent the last week and last months. Um, and I think that you're going to save and then some. With the work that you currently have, I am seeing harvest of money. I'm seeing harvest of abundance. Keep your current job, be patient with it. It's gonna give you more harvest. You may not you may not experience it now, or probably you have a vision of, I can do this. You know, I can get back up in this job. You're correct. So be patient. You're gonna see that those harvests, with your patience, I think that you are going to thank yourself, for staying, for doing what you have to do. Yeah. You're giving in what? Hold up. A winter jacket from you. Aw, bless your heart. What's Jeffrey's energy towards you? Jeffrey's energy towards you, Yami. Jeffrey's energy towards you. Jeffrey's energy towards you. Jeffrey's energy towards you. Flexible or flexibility between worlds by the book. I'm tasting the sweetness. The sweetness here comes from sort of like deep within. I want you to have a taste of it, but I want to keep it to myself. An energy of I don't want to spoil my emotions towards you because you might going to use that against me. So one thing's for sure, the energy here is getting deeper. The energy, the emotion, kind of getting a little more genuine. But I don't want you to see it. I'm kind of like covering it because you might take advantage of that. The Five of Blades, the Three of Coins, the Tower. This feels like a self sabotage to Jeffrey because he's hurting himself for not showing what he truly feels. Now you're gonna have a different perception because he's a bit selfish with this emotion. Um, you might think differently because he is not expressive about it. The Sun, the Four of Rods, the Two of Elixir. There's a message here for you. You have to be patient with your person. With regard to the emotion you have, the security that you are, um, the person, or actually Jeffrey already understand and realize that you and him are meant to be together. He's not just expressing it. You have to have patience with him because he might have these slow gestures of showing, expressing, saying. So don't think otherwise. It will come to a point that your person is going to express it slowly but surely. So patience is needed. That is for you. DMV healer message about you and Floyd. Let it go or hang on. Um, let it go or hang on. The Five of Cups, the Fool card, the Chariot. Uh, hang on. It seems like Floyd is testing you. It will come to a point. It kind of like a stiff muscle, and it requires a bit of like a massage for it to function well. So if you have patience, you're gonna discover a lot more. I think that Floyd here is a bit defensive for some reason. Um, but things will work fine in the future. If you have patience, hang on. Sharon, you haven't seen him yet. So probably that's why your person want to see actions from you, wanting for you to pursue him. So kind of I need to see that you're working on our connection. Mm. I am, thank you. Are you going to hear from your Taurus beautiful blessings anytime soon? Anytime soon. Let's see. Anytime soon. The Three of Hearts, the Ace of Clubs, the Nine of Damage. This is a yes. You should leave the past man in the past and hope for the new one. Should you? Uh you know what? I'm seeing a different kind of energy. Waiting kind of it's a totally different world. Your stay in this world is overdue. I am not saying this um in a 3D manner. The world that I am mentioning is the world of romance. Something is waiting. Someone is waiting. A new chapter is waiting. Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Star. All your efforts are not being seen. All your efforts seems like a like a chore. Someone is going to appreciate that. My heart is about to cry because there's a lot of baggage deep within. Why these people is not seeing my efforts, my beauty, not just in physical, but the beauty of my heart. A different world is waiting, and someone is going to show you that you don't have to do those things that you did. In fact, someone is going to do more than what you do or what you did in the world that you're currently in. The 10 of wands, the 4 of swords, and the page of pentacles. Sis, come on. I'm inviting you to a different in a different environment. Your efforts should be recognized. Your heart is pure. These people's not just seeing it. Hi, sis. I feel like I want to cry. You're welcome, Miss Glove. Gemini glitter. That's all. It feels heavy. I just need to let it out. I absorb a lot from Sharon. It's the energy that you have been keeping for a long time. Gemini glitter, this old sister wants to be friends with you. This old sister wanted to be friends with you. This old sister wanted to be friends with you. Love begins standing your ground, spiritual union. For some reason, O's sister feels like you became defensive. Um, is it my perception? Is it the sister's perception? Because something here kind of understood why you became a little defensive because you're protecting yourself. That's a giveaway that I am going to what um take side, and blood is thicker than water. Um, that would be anyone's perception. Page of Pentacles. Ah, there you go. Have you heard the burp? Now I'm ready. Sort of, that's the energy, like a coldness that I absorbed, a coldness, a hurt that I absorbed, and now let it go. Ha! Now I'm ready. Now here we are with Gemini glitters. Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Um, I think that even though that you moved forward, oh sister is kind of like keeping tabs on you, hoping, praying with a 10. I love this. 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. There is a prayer here that someday, one day, we can be reunited, and hopefully that nothing has changed. Sharon do Lamonte, why there is a sigh? Do Lamonte want a relationship or order, or does he want your funds? Um, he wants you to chase him. He's the man. You don't get it. I know, right? Um, does he want your love or wants something else? The world card, the five of elixir, the seven of blades. For some reason, something changed in Lamonte. I feel like in the previous months, Lamonte is very serious with wanting to see you, wanting to reconnect with you. But it seems like you have given more than what he asked for, and his perception changed because you kind of, I'm getting what I wanted and then some without even asking for it. So kind of, I got the perception of I can get what I want. Um, the Page of Rods, the Knight of Rods, the Hierophant. Here's the tricky part. Lamonte wants to have a relationship with you deep within, but there is some sort of like a poison in his head telling him all you just have to do is get the funds. And as of the moment, what's dominant is the abundance. Miss Club, when will this conversation approximately happen? Um, let's see. Does it already happen? Oh, I'm seeing the future. Hold up. The Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. It happened already from the past. I'm seeing that this might be May or August. So this person has been planning for quite a while. The Nine of Cups, the Temperance, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, around May to August. And I feel like this person already got something. This is just them. It seems like if I am um getting money from your wallet, it seems like I'm taking some and you're not even noticing it, and it's happening for a little while up until I get more amount. When you just noticed it, I took a lot. So it has been for quite a little while. Uh yeah. Miss Glove career reading for December. 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 The Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Is another opportunity that's going to show up. Aren't we done with the exploration of your career? Uh, isn't this a manifestation of wanting to do things all at once? And when the universe heard it, kind of like the universe is giving it to you also all at once. Sis, it seems like this is like a wheel that never ends. The flow is, well, that is life. Life is evolving. But your turns, the wheel turns a little faster. Is this another opportunity that you might get to jump off the judgment, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands? So here's another opportunity that's going to show off or to show in your life, and you're gonna have a change of heart. This December, sis. I think that your attention will be focused on something without even finishing what you're doing right now. So be careful with the distraction. So you can do things, finish this, and go on with another one. Um, Seize chill. What has David realized recently about your connection? What does David real? I want to use this one. Recently about your connection. Codependency, children, past life relationships. So someone is waking up. Someone is actually waking up. Waking up that this is a soul connection. I don't know. I told you there's about wisdom. It could be, I'm seeing David here is opening himself to a spirituality for a little while. I mean, it's a recent one. I'm trying to understand the meaning of life. Deep. The nine of wands, the 10 of coins, the 5 of coins. Now, I think I don't know if this is spirituality or more into religion right now, which kind of surprised me. But then again, who are we to judge? Your person exploring. Your person is exploring. The justice, the 5 of blades, the ace of elixir. I think that this is them having a kind of what? I don't know if this is a retreat that they did or there's a karma that happened to him And it seems like I need to reflect on those things that happened to me and to those people whom I hurt. Um, Kind of everything flashes back. I'm not sure also if this is an accident that happened to him, but it kind of make me feel that David here is more into looking back with the past mistakes. I think that David also wanted to remove the karma. That makes sense. New Year is about to happen. I want to remove those baggages um this year. So one thing's for sure, what happened? Realization. What happened? Enlightenment. Hmm. Hold up. Gemini glitters, you just have one, right? There's another one just showed up. All right. Hold up. Do I see O sister reaching out to you something soon? Am I seeing O's sister is going to reach out soon? The light. Well, the light seems like I'm open for it, but your question here is she the one who initiate the reach out part? The Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower. Not reaching out, but waiting for you to reach out and they're open forward. Uh Tower is there. It's not going to happen. There's still a little pride, but if you're going to reach up, I'm open of embracing it. Message from your spirits. Message from your spirit says share. Message from your spirit. I don't know why I'm so connected with you. It seems like this day needs to happen. I need to absorb your energy. There's actually a lot. Don't you feel that your body is a little heavier? Not the weight, it's the energetic weight. Almost as if you're always tired, dragging yourself to work. Sometimes it's hard to get up at bed. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Message from the spirits. Love is waiting. People is waiting. A man is waiting. Abundance is waiting. What are you waiting for? There's a lot of weight in here. I think that the universe sort of like wanting to emphasize the word wait because they are already waiting for you. You have been sleeping on them. The judgment, the 10 of cups, the page of wands. It's time to move forward, make a decision, do it now. Very direct. Very direct. And it feels like I need to be the what the medium to tell it to you because they're kind of like giving you the signs and you're either misinterpreting it or you're fully not wanting to look at it. Love reading for the next year. Nat Nat. Love reading for next year. Love reading for next year. Love reading for next year. The Empress, five of elixir, the lovers. Ha ha ha. So there is someone who's going to approach. It seems like that the approach here is, see, Sharon, I burped again. It's okay. Now I feel like I'm having a clogged nose for some reason. Anyway, nat. Someone is going to approach, and it seems like very genuine. It seems like this is the person. It seems like, oh, this person is very invested into me. But this is more of a facade because the approach is more that your person is, and there's nothing wrong about this. The person is attracted visually, and usually that happens, right? Men are visuals. But with the five of um elixir in here, it seems like if you're going to show um the emotion right away, this might be like a regret. So if you will do it very slowly, that's also a message. The 10 of blades, the king of elixir, the seven of rods. And I think like this is a very dominant person. Yes, this person might be has something, well, abundantly, well, abundance wise we're speaking, but it felt like I am there's an energy here of I'm buying people. So sort of, I am going to treat you right, but treat me like the way I need to be treated. Sort of, if I want this, then you have to follow. Um, yeah, someone is going to approach you with that energy by next year. Yeah, me. What's Jeffrey's next actions towards you? Jeffrey's next actions towards you. Jeffrey's next actions towards you. Jeffrey's action. No, I want this one. Jeffrey's actions towards you. Jeffrey's actions towards you. Soulmate. Separation. Deception. So, from what I am seeing in here, these are all, these things happened, right? Um, the energy that the oracle card is giving me, these are the perception that that are embedded in your head. That Jeffrey is deceptive, that Jeffrey is not serious, don't want to stay, always leaving. Sometimes you're seeing Jeffrey a little toxic. With the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Tower. But it kind of also make me feel that Jeffrey is pointing something, pointing fingers also on you. So this is a two-way street. So it takes two to tangle. Um, I think Jeffrey wanted also for you to check something deep within. The seven of pentacles, the king of swords, the three of swords. If Jeffrey would love to say a thing, I know that this is not your question, but sometimes Jeffrey is also hurt either by your words or actions, and Jeffrey is also waiting for a little change. But I am seeing in here the next action is um if you're gonna be, some, if you're gonna own up to your little, mistakes, I am seeing more positive changes or more positive actions that would happen, and it will be evident to Jeffrey's actions. This is more of becoming more transparent, more vocal. And those things that Jeffrey is hiding from you, I think that it will slowly going to show up his true emotion because Jeffrey loves you so much. So this that needs to show up, and Jeffrey has a plan of showing it, but also he wants to see, if you want him to change, you also needs to change in his eyes. Uh, That's okay. That's okay. Gemini glitters. My apologies as well. So, Miss Clove, the person that wants to have this conversation, been trying to reach out for a while. See, but you haven't responded. Will this conversation going to happen? Oh, there you go. So, is this person going to reach out again soon? Right? Is this person going to reach out again soon? Is this person going to reach out again soon? Is this person going to reach out again soon? The five of rods, the king of coins, the three of elixir. I am seeing either this is, I'm seeing countdown. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it could be the countdown prior, the countdown. The six of blades, the six of rods, the queen of rods. So, what is that? Is it you who's going to reach out to this person? Because it seems like this person is waiting. If you're going to wait a little, I think that this person's going to reach out to you. You have plans of reaching out first, but hold tight because I'm seeing before countdown. I think that this be before New Year. Um, this is going to show up. So either second or third week of December. Yeah. Ah, there again, Sharon. I don't know what's with that. Every time I see your name, I have to burp. Sees Chell, what is happening with David and his partner that seems to be different person reason? I know, right? I told you there's something strange that's kind of like happening to David. It could be what is strange here or a different is David itself. You know, there's something David was, it kind of like another person showed up. Another David showed up. New life. Why? Truth be told, David had a hardship. That's for sure. I'm very certain now. David experienced something that probably changed his view or point of view in life. Um, Kind of the universe took him really, in his like 0 point to his version of what rock bottom, and things shattered, memories flashing back, the judgment, the death card, the page of rods. If only I can turn hands the back of time. um the death card, I would treat people fairly. That includes you. The ace of blades, the king of rods, the knight of blades. I should have walked away. I should have expressed myself a little more, a little um truthful. Um it's not the partner, sis. It's not the partner. I feel like what's changed here is really David. That's for sure. And this is what happened. That's why there's a feeling of a new energy, but it's not the partner. It's more of David's energy that changed. Sharon, should you unfriend Lamonte from social media? Cut tie with him since he is in communication. Should you? I am seeing a vision already, but this is more of what? No. Um, if there's an eight of swords or four of pentacles, what else? Um, high priestess, then I'm right. The three of wands, the page of cups, the tower. Should you? It seems like cutting off or unblocking, unfriending. Lamonte. Uh because there's something in here in the future that you need to connect with Lamonte again. Whether this is asking for your money back, one thing's for sure, you're gonna friend him again. So to remove yourself from the inconsistencies, don't. The eight, but here you are. The eight of swords want to cut the connection, even the communication. Knight of Pentacles, stay first. The High Priestess, then I am correct that you don't need to. Let your success, let your um improvement, let your progress speak. Uh if there's one thing, I'm not saying that you have to take revenge, but it seems like have you heard the story of um the professor who said that Lady Gaga can't sing? Well, when she became the Lady Gaga, her first concert, I think that this was on the internet, her first concert, she invited the professor who said that she can't sing. So let your success be the what? Let them see your success, the progress. Don't. Is Mr. Emerson reaching out this year? DMV Healer, the Moon card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Coins. You know what? With the Moon card, this is your question of wanting or expecting for this person to reach out. The Two of Wands and the Seven of Coins. It gives me an early next year more than this year. It seems like the energy of this year is this is you pulling the energy of wanting to have a conversation this year. But this is going to happen early next year, more of early next year. Will team ever pay you back? Told ya, right? So here's the thing: if you're gonna cut them, it's also an indication that let's forget about it. Nah? So don't. They owe you. They must. But the question is, will team ever gonna pay you back? The Ace of Cups. And I think that I need to remind you that they owe you. The Three of Pentacles and the Justice. You know what? Again, even team, don't disconnect them. Because from what I am seeing, um, there you go. Uh there is actually a thought of wanting to pay you back. One good thing about Tim is he's thinking of paying it to you. The King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, the Three of Wands. But the thing here is, I don't know how am I going to reach out or how am I going to start. Are you okay with communicating with me? I think team is waiting for you to reach out, not for rekindling if you don't want to reach out. I'm seeing team is just waiting. And I am seeing that team has a plan. That is. You're welcome, sis. That's okay. No need to. As a healer, this is also my thing. Sometimes they say, "Oh, it's just reading cards, blah blah yada yada." No, it's an energy exchange. That's why people who probably don't understand that being an empath, absorbing the energy, it's sometimes really exhausting. So yeah, I can even understand myself sometimes, because there's an energy here. I know that that's not mine, but I need to what rest, even though that I have a full rest. So it's exhausting. But that's me. That's again, I think that's my purpose to heal. Yeah. So thank you for understanding and thank you for participating. I miss you all. That's it for now. See you on the next live. Goodbye. Yeah.